If perfectionism and the fear of making mistakes hold you back from starting meaningful projects, Nietzsche's perspective can transform your approach to action and growth. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche saw struggle not as a threat, but as the engine of real growth. We often wait to feel perfectly ready or certain before we begin, but in doing so, we avoid the discomfort that actually helps us develop strength, clarity, and resilience. The shift is simple. Progress happens because of our willingness to face imperfection, not in spite of it. The first way to put this into practice is to treat mistakes as stepping stones, not signs of failure. Each small error or misstep on your project is evidence that you are moving, learning, and developing. Nietzsche believed the challenges we survive confer strength. So when you catch yourself worrying about getting something wrong, reframe it. See each attempt as the necessary cost of genuine growth. The goal is not perfection, but participation in your own development. Second, embrace the discomfort that comes with starting. Starting something meaningful often brings an anxiety that you might not do it well, or that you might not be able to finish. Nietzsche taught that courage is not the absence of fear, but the act of moving forward alongside it. You do not need to feel ready. You only need to begin, allowing struggle to be part of the journey. Each time you take action in the face of resistance, you build up your capacity to tolerate uncertainty, and in turn, expand your strength. Third, set smaller beginnings and allow messiness. Nietzsche was wary of ideals that keep us frozen and passive. Instead, break your project down into the simplest first step, however imperfect. Allow your first drafts, your first tests, your first ideas to be awkward or uncertain. The act of starting, even clumsily, is an act of defiance against paralysis. It's what slowly gives you the power to continue, refine, and eventually excel. If this speaks to you, consider subscribing. This is a quiet space for exploring mental clarity, emotional strength, and the patterns that shape our minds. Share your experience in the comments if you feel like it. Fourth, reflect on your setbacks and use them, not as evidence that you're not enough, but as instructions for the next step. Nietzsche invites us to see our struggles and shortcomings as raw material, not as a verdict on our worth. When you encounter problems, pause, notice what happened, and ask how it can guide your adjustment, rather than your retreat. Over time, you'll see that growth is not a straight path, but a spiral built out of falling and rising again. In the end, beginning a meaningful project in the face of fear is not a test of your flawlessness, but an invitation to become who you are through courage and action. Struggle is not a detour. It is the terrain of becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. Your willingness to act, make mistakes, and learn, moment by moment, is enough. Let this idea ground you as you take your next step, one imperfect action at a time.